Digital hugs to all my people out there. Welcome back to Peace Cinematic. I'm your Harlem Paradise bartending host T5, and today we're going to be doing an episode review of the series Luke Cage Season 1, Episodes 5 through 9. Yeah. If you do not want those shows to be spoiled for you, you can watch them all now on Netflix. Go watch it, come back and watch my shit, because my shit is dope, so here we go. Let's start with the last episode. The way that which was episode 9, sorry. The way that ended was way too theatrical. It had alright, broad daylight. Not broad daylight, but broad daylight. Fucking Willis, Diamondback, yeah, Willis was walking down the street with a big ass gun in a neighborhood. Apparently nobody. Okay, that's another thing. Why isn't anybody seeing this shit? An ambulance gets flipped over in the middle of the fucking street. Nobody sees that shit? Seriously? Nobody reports that in. There's no reports. There's no police report about that. Not even a cop drives by and sees that shit. Like, come on, man. Like, I know there's no snitching and whatnot. There's like a no snitch heavy zone in Harlem, or at least this version of Harlem, but really, no reports of an ambulance getting flipped. Seriously? Wow. Anyways, back to the scene. Back to the last ending scene where Willis is walking down the street with a fucking gun. a military-like gun. And he fucking shoots Luke Cage. I was about to call him Nicolas Cage. Luke Cage. And then he falls. Like, as soon as I saw the fucking garbage truck, I was like, alright, he's gonna make some fucking reference. Like, because the garbage truck was, like, clearly shown within the shot. I was like, alright, he's definitely about to make some reference, like, oh, I'm gonna take out the trash. At least one of the two is gonna make a reference to that degree. And I was basically right. Kind of, sort of. Because he gets shot into the fucking trash can, and then the driver just pull off. It was like, it was too fucking theatrical, too perfect. Like, how did you not, Paul? I'm sorry, I misspoke earlier. I meant episode 9. Going back to it, there was a shot, like, there was a silencer to it, but I feel like if you were close enough, you could have heard that fucking shot. So why didn't the trash can drivers fucking hear the shot? And why did they just peel off? How did they not see it? I just don't understand. Were they just chilling in a car, just waiting for whatever reason, then they decided to pull off? Like, why? It just doesn't make sense. The trash can drivers should have noticed. What the fuck? Unless somehow Willis is like some fucking mastermind strategist fucking type motherfucker, because and then he hired a fucking trash can people to sit there just so he could fucking get that shot off. Unless that happened, but I feel like that's not what Willis is. I feel like he's not that brilliant. I mean, he seems like he's definitely a crime lord of some sorts, but I don't think he has that type of strategy level type thinking going on. Just saying. And I like how I brought up Claire in the last video, and then right as soon as I stopped recording this video, watch the next one, she pops up. Intriguing. I want to speculate on Mariah's character for a second, and how she kind of seemed like the way how she got mad and raged on fucking Cottonmouth. It kind of seemed like she has some deep mental shit going on, because it kind of seemed like Cottonmouth was right on some fucking level. Maybe not fully right, but maybe kind of right. And then she just and then you see it when she's fucking killing him. Like, she just fucking loses it and just keeps going and doesn't stop. And it's clear that she doesn't really know what she's doing in that moment. So yeah, she a crazy bitch. And I like how she can't see. Shades is definitely fucking manipulating Mariah. And I like how she doesn't notice that at all. Like, she's weak, and he's manipulating her to become like the next, what's her name? Black Mabel? Yeah, Black Mabel. even though she's definitely not that character. And she even says it at the end of episode 8. So, yeah. And Shays is low-key one of my favorite characters on this show. Like, the boy's smooth. I like the way he goes about his business. Like, he's evil, yes, but I love the way he goes about his business. And I hope he, like, ends up becoming, like, ultimately he becomes a boss and he even double crosses Diamondback. Or maybe he never worked with Diamondback to begin with. Maybe. I don't know, but he knew about the Judas Bullet, so I feel like he is working with Diamondback. I also want to point out that, like, a lot of characters are losing their fucking minds in this series. Like, fucking Cottonmouth got super pissed. Basically super pissed anytime Luke Cage gets brought up. Fucking Mariah goes fucking apeshit on Cottonmouth. Fucking Misty Knight goes apeshit on fucking, what's her name? Claire. I don't think Claire's raged yet. I think Luke, has he raged? No, he hasn't raged, but he's wanted to rage. He's definitely wanted to rage a few times, but he hasn't raged like Cottonmouth, Mariah, and fucking Misty. Actually, Luke Cage's been relatively cool, even though he's wanted to fucking rage and destroy whole fucking buildings. Misty did bring up a good point, though, earlier in the episodes. I don't remember what episode it was. But why did Scarf go to Luke Cage and confess? Why did he do that? Like, even if he thought Luke Cage could get him the help he needed in order to save his life, why would he willingly throw all that information out and then put himself in jail? Why did he suddenly feel repentive? Why? That's what I want to know. Like, I want to know the answer to that. I wonder if that's going to get answered in the later episodes. Like, cause Scarf overall he seemed like a good character, good person. But it was just a little corrupt, a little tainted. But overall he did seem like a good character, so. I'm glad that Claire isn't going to be like a love interest for Luke Cage. Like, I'm sad for Luke Cage that he doesn't get to hit off fucking Claire, but at the same time, he doesn't need another love interest. We really don't need that. We don't need that at all, and I hope that doesn't ever come up. They should just be friends and associates. That's how it should be. Also, Loki still want her for Daredevil, even though she's probably going to end up with Candace? Is that her name? Candace? Claire? No, that's the other one. Candace? It's not Candace. Is it Candace? It's Candace. I bet my left nut on it. It's Candace. I really like the scene where, clothes change. Because I forgot to mention some shit in the previous video. I really like the scene where Willis comes in during the meeting that Mariah has set up and just kills everybody except for Domingo and Mariah. And he basically forces Mariah to keep running the business, running at least part of the business. I like that scene. I like Willis too, because Willis, they set Willis up to be like the Joker, but not the Joker. Like, he seems like he seems like he does not give no fucks at all. But at the same time, he's about his money though. But he will chop off anybody, don't care who they are, how powerful they are. He seems like he just does not give a fuck. And it's like, how do you amass that much power? Like, I want to know this dude's background so bad now. I can't wait for the next few episodes so we can learn more about this guy. Willis is a good character.